Hey, welcome back everybody. We are on day number 43 of veg, and we are getting ready to do our weekly amendment of Stash Blend into the Tray2Grows. If you didn't catch my last video on how easy this is on my Tray2Grow systems, I turned them off about a day ago, about 24 hours ago, and at this point they have dried back to the point where the AquaValve is on the system. As soon as we go in there, I'm going to show you they have dried back to the point where there's not as much water in there, so it's not uptaking any water from that back reservoir into the system itself, and it's allowing me to pour this directly into that tray and let it do its thing. So we're taking 1 gallon of RO water, mixing it up with 1 teaspoon of Stash Blend, and we're going to pour this directly into the trays. We'll show you how that goes right now. So here you can see on one of the Tray2Grows where the AquaValve is in this back container that's attached to the back of the Tray2Grow. Since I had the system completely turned off for the last 24 hours, all of the water down below is completely dried out of this. So what we're going to do is take the gallon container of the 1 gallon of RO water mixed with the 1 teaspoon of Stash Blend, and we're going to pour that directly in this back reservoir. And I'm going to do that for 2 more Tray2Grow containers just like this, and then we're going to show you what we're going to do for the remaining of this tent, turning the system back on, and how this is all going to flow seamlessly on a week-to-week basis. And now we're filling the second Tray2Grow container, just like that. And both of these we're going to put the caps back on the system. And finally, the third reservoir in the third Tray2Grow system here in the AC Infinity 5x10 tent. And now we're going to move on to the 2 13-gallon pots in the XXL system. Okay, so now we're on to the 2 13-gallon pots that I'm running the Build-A-Soil 3.0 in. I'm having a little trouble growing the cover, like the cover crop is starting to come up on this first one here, and the back one, not really at all. So I'm going to add a couple more tablespoons. I have this clover cover from Build-A-Soil, and I'm just going to go ahead and sprinkle at least another tablespoon. Do a little bit more. Do like a tablespoon and a half of seed on both of these. And then, because I want to get the seeds to have some moisture on them, I am going to very slowly pour from the top. It should flow through the Build-A-Soil mixture to the bottom, and it should slowly start to fill up the tray below it until water flows into the reservoir. The back reservoir indicates there's too much water in there and stops flowing in until more is ready to be absorbed up. So we're just going to get that nice and moist on top there. Still nothing flowing out the bottom. So it definitely drank that whole gallon. Now, as you can see, if we bring this a little closer, it is now starting to pool up in this back reservoir, which means we have enough water in there, and it's gonna probably fill up a good majority of this and then stop. Now what we're going to do to keep this top moist, so I have Build a Soil's Garden and Grow Supply, their organic straw mulch. So we're going to open this up. And we are just going to take a healthy layer of their straw. And we're going to place it right over the top of the soil. That's going to keep the top layer of the soil moist along the way. And see if that cover crop will come in a little better this time. So we're going to lay this out in both the pots and show you how it looks as soon as I'm done. And just like that, we have our organic straw mulch on top of our cover crop, the clover cover crop, on top of the Build a Soil 3.0 mixture. And both of these are clones in about week 2. We have Rainbow Sherb from Deep East, and then we have Truffle Treats in the back here from In-House Genetics. Both on week 2. I have an auto flower in the back of this tent. That's on week 2 as well. And then we have our 12 testers. These are all regs. Still have not been showing sex yet on whether they're male or female. But all of these have been running Athena nutrients for the last week. But they have been receiving Stash Blend every week since seed, which is going on about 6 weeks right now. So all of these have now received Stash nutrients, the Stash Blend. I poured this from the top, and this has almost filled this back reservoir here where the AquaValve is. You'll see the AquaValve is very high. And as soon as water starts going down on this, this is going to start going down itself. When it gets to a certain level, it's going to indicate it needs more water, and it will put more water in this back res, and it'll get uptaken, butt chugged by the plant itself. That's as easy as it is to grow with Stash Blend nutrients and AutoPot system. Both the XXL systems running 13-gallon pots, or the other 3 Tray2Grow systems I have in this tent. If you'd like to see more content on this, and also check out the 8 Tray2Grow systems I have running in my 10x10, be sure to like, subscribe this video. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great night.